Hi everyone, I'm Nilüfer from Istanbul. Today I'm going to solve 2014 AP Calculus AB Free Response Question 3. This is a non-calculator question. We will solve this question without calculator. Okay, we have a graph of f. The function f is defined on the closed interval -5 to 4. The graph of f consists of 3 line segments and is shown in the figure above. Let g be the function defined by g of x between -3 and x f of t dt. Let's find g of 3 in part A. In order to get g of 3, we should write 3 into the function between -3 to 3 f of t dt. In order to get g of 3, we should solve this integral. In order to get this integral, we need to calculate the area under the curve between -3 and 3. Okay, first we should calculate this area of triangle and subtract the small triangle. Okay, we don't know the value of 3. In order to get value of 3, we should find the slope of the line, and after that we are going to get the equation of the line. Then, in order to get slope, we can use these two points, 0 to 4 and 4 to -4. M is 4 minus -4 over 0 minus 4. 8 over -4 will be the slope. According to the 0 to 4 equation is y minus 4 minus 2 times x. It means that y equals -2x plus 4. Then in order to get f of 3, we are going to write 3 instead of x. -6 plus 2 minus 2. This is -2. Okay. Then calculate the first area. The length is 5 and the height is 4. 5 times 4 over 2. Subtract the small area, 1 times 2 over 2. The first part is 10, the second one is 1. 10 minus 1 is 9. The area is 9 and g of 3 is 9. Let's look at part B. We have a graph of f, and on what open intervals contained in -5 to 4 is the graph of g, both increasing and concave down? Give a reason for your answer. Okay. If first derivative is greater than 0, then g of x is increasing. We know that. And if second derivative is less than 0, then g of x is concave down. Okay, in order to get interval of g prime x greater than 0, we should take the derivative of g of x. G of x is integral of f of t dt in between -3 to x. If we take the derivative of g of x, we will get f of x according to the second fundamental theorem. If we take the derivative of the integral, we can get the f of x. Okay, in order to get g prime x greater than 0, we can look at f of x greater than 0. F of x is greater than 0 in between -5 to 2. We can write open interval -5 to 2. And in order to get interval of second derivative less than 0, we should take the derivative of g prime x. If we take the derivative of f of x, we can get first derivative of f of x should be less than 0. In order to get this interval, we should look at slope of the graph. Okay, here f is decreasing, f is increasing, and f is decreasing. Decreasing intervals will be f prime x less than 0. This is why -5 to -3 and 0 to 4 are the intervals for first derivative x less than 0. Okay, we have two intervals, and in order to get the result, we should find the common interval. Okay, common interval will be -5 to -3 and 0 to 2. Between -5 to -3 and 0 to 2, g of x is increasing and concave down. Part C. The function h is defined by h of x equals g of x over 5x. Find h prime 3. H prime x equals g prime x times 5x minus derivative of 5x is 5 times g of x over 5x squared. I wrote according to the quotient rule. And h prime 3 equals g prime 3 times 15 minus 5 times g prime 3 over 25 times 9. Okay, in order to evaluate g prime 3, we should look at g of x. G of x is in between -3 to x f of t dt. If we take the derivative of g of x, it will be f of x. It means that in order to get g prime 3, we should find f of 3. And we know that f of 3 is -2. We find in part A -2 times 15, and we find g of 3 9 in part A over 25 times 9, -30 and -45 225, -75 over 225. If we simplify, it will be -1 over 3. Part D. The function p is defined by p of x equals f of x squared minus x. Find the slope of the line tangent to the graph of p at the point where x equals -1. It means that find p prime -1. Okay, let's take the derivative of p of x. This will be derivative of composite function, or use the chain rule. F prime x squared minus x times derivative of x squared minus x will be 2x minus 1. And if we put -1 instead of x, -1 square is 1, minus times -1 plus 1 times -1 times 2, -2 plus -1 -3, f prime -2 times -3. Okay, we should evaluate f prime -2. This is the graph of f, and this is +2. This is graph of f, and in order to get f prime 2, we should look at the slope of the function. 2 is here, and we find the slope of the line as -2. This is why f prime 2 is -2. -2 times -3 will be 6. It means that the slope of the line tangent to the graph of p at x equals -1 is 6. This is the end of the video. Thank you for watching.